Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable examiners for this final examination. Let me introduce myself. My name is Reby Saharra Hidayat. Student's ID 19, 22, 03, and 72 from A3 2019. In this special video, I would like to present my research paper entitled The Implementation of Padlet in Teaching Reading Skill of Recount Text for 8th grade students in Bandung. First, why did I choose this title? Learning in the 4.0 era emphasized teachers to use digital media-based learning. To facilitate it, teacher can use the media such as Padlet, Kahoot, quizzes, Gymboard, YouTube, and other media. One of them that commonly used lately is Padlet. Padlet is a web application that allows teachers and students to collaborate in the form of text, videos, photos, or other contents, and therefore, Padlet can be used in teaching language skill, especially in writing skill. Why writing skill? Because in line with Mahmoud 2019 in Husna et al. 2021, Padlet can be used in teaching writing skill as a good tool for students to develop their ideas, knowledge, to collaborate and interact with friends and teachers. And for the research case, it is research. The researcher chose different place, school, and different research subject. There are the case for the research. Next, about the research objectives. There were three. The research objective. The first is to acknowledge the implementation. The second is to find out the student responses. And the third, to analyze the difficulties faced by the students to the use of Padlet in teaching writing skill of Recount text for 8th grade students in Bandung. Next, about the methodology. This research used mixed method as the method and exploratory sequential design as the research design. Mixed method is a method that combines qualitative and quantitative. Based on Creswell and Clark 2018, mixed method is a method that at least consists of one qualitative to collect words and one quantitative to collect numbers. Well, and the exploratory sequential design is a design that the first step of this research is qualitative, then continue with quantitative analysis. So below is the schematic of exploratory sequential mixed method design by Creswell 2014. First, the researcher conducted the qualitative data collection and analyzed the result. And then, after that, the researcher conducted the quantitative data collection and analyzed the result. And the last, interpret the result from the qualitative and quantitative data. For the subject and the location of the research, the researcher chose 33 students in one of junior high school in Bandung at 8th grade. For the instrument of the research, the researcher used observation sheet, interview, and questionnaire. Observation sheet used to observe the students from the first until the 5th meeting. The interview consists of 5 questions, and respondents of this interview consists of 9 students. There are 3 students with the highest score, 3 students with the sufficient scores, and 3 students with the lowest scores. And the questionnaire, there were 10 questions that should be filled out by the students. Now the result of the research. The first result about the implementation of Padlet in teaching writing skill of Recount text. From the observation result, the researcher drew 3 main points. The first is students' involvement in writing Recount text. The students followed all the activities from the first until the 5th meeting, and they always answered the questions given by the teacher. This promotes students' involvement and participation in learning using Padlet. The second point, students' problem solving without teachers' help. During doing this activity, definitely students got difficulties in using Padlet or understanding the material, but almost all of them were able to solve their problem by asking their friends. The third point is students' understanding of instruction. After being observed, most of the students understood the instruction that were given by the teacher through Padlet. They answered yes for the instruction given. And this is the second result, the students' responses to the use of Padlet in teaching writing skill of Recount text. The researcher drew 3 main points from the interview result. The first is students are easy to understand the material. Almost all of the students understood easily the material because of the ease of accessing the Padlet. Because of the ease of accessing material through Padlet, and it helps students to comprehend the material more quickly. On the other hand, Padlet is a practical learning media for students. The second point is students' feeling. Learning using Padlet to write Recount text made students felt happy and helped them to gain the material in the way that they never got before. And when they found fun way in learning, it could help them to confidence in writing. And the third point from the interview result is all students stated that Padlet helped them to increase their motivation. With the ease provided by Padlet, it was successful to gain their enthusiasm in learning writing Recount text until they enjoyed the comprehend the material. Next, the difficulties faced by the students to the use of Padlet in teaching writing skill of Recount text. The questionnaire result showed that 81.8% of the students got difficulties in using right language. They got some problems in choosing the translation result that appropriate with their text, and they were confused over the vocabulary and also not really able to understand English. And second difficulties is 72.7% students got difficulties in using right grammar. They got problem when arranging the word based on the past tense formula and choosing the right verb or changing the present participle to past participle, also distinguishing which subject, which verb, and which the object. And the conclusions, There were three conclusions. The first is the implementation of Padlet in writing recount text was carried out well. The second, the students' responses gave the students gave positive responses based on the interview result. And the third, the students got difficulties in using the right language and grammar in English. Okay, I think that's all from my presentation. Thanks for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.